So we've got this all metal again. This is metal. We'll get the back. Now I need to get this door mounted. So today that's what we're going to do. We're going to take care of getting this door mounted and getting enough adjustment so that we can line this thing up. Stick around, see what's it take to get these doors ready to line. So first thing we want to do is we're going to take a look at. So what I've done is I put the door on there. I've got it somewhat close, but I've got, you know, gaps here and it needs to go up a little bit. In doing that, I took a little measurement. I need to probably go up, you know, 3-4 mil, you know, out just a little bit at this point. So I want to create a starting point for this hinge based on that. Then when we put the door back on, we'll be able to figure that out. This one down here needs to go up a little bit as well, just to match. But what I did is cleaned all this up somewhat, and then I spray painted around this after I got done. You can see the blue paint, so when I take this thing off, I'll know exactly where it was at before. Now, when I do this, I'm going to take one of these bolts out. You'll kind of see where the bolt is and how much adjustment we have. Well, it definitely needs to come this direction, so it needs to come towards me. And if you look right here, not a whole lot of room. It needs to go up. Well, again, not a whole lot of room, so we're going to have to do a little bit of grinding to get that where we want it. Plus, to make my new hinge style cover, which are these. This is not the right one, this is for the bottom, but this thing goes over top of it. That allows me to open up the hole inside of this, so I've got lots of adjustment around, but it looks like I've basically got a plate like this one that's sitting there. So there's nothing behind it. These aren't perfect, but I need to add a little meat to it maybe. Do a little bit of touch up to my CAD work. But if anybody's interested in one, leave me a message. I can probably cut you some out for, you know, cost of a little bit of metal and shipping and all that good stuff. And hey, if you buy some merchandise, I would probably give you a heck of a discount on doing that. So you want to check out the merchandise store, guys. Lots of cool stuff in there. If you're into camping, Hoppy Camping's my other channel. I've got a lot of camping related stuff on it. Plus, I've got the car related stuff that I think you guys will love. So let's pull this first screw out, just kind of pull it out and see where we're at. Now, if you look at this one, again, the bolt is, or the hole is almost all the way down. Matter of fact, that's just about got all the adjustment and almost all the way against it. So I've got this hole just about as far as I can go. Now, knowing, having taken this off already once, I kind of know what to expect. And when I look at this one, I'm nowhere near the bottom. So the adjustment that I have, if you look at here, is almost to the bottom of the hinge. This one's almost to the top. More than likely this hinge is spread a little bit. Probably could take that, put it in a vise, squeeze that down just a touch. That would help out some. The other thing's going to be, quite honestly, to take a die grinder, and I'm going to cut these out. Let's see, what did I do with my, let me find a marker. So I found my marker. Now, taking a look at this thing right here, I need to take this, since I need to go up in this direction and out in this direction with the door, what I'll need to do is take some off here. So we're going to mark that up a little bit. Now the other thing is, see, I don't have enough room up top, so I'm going to have to grind a bit off of this and some off of this corner right here. So I want to grind those areas off. Now, this one I've got a good amount down. I just need to go that way with it. Again, these old hinges did not have a whole lot of adjustment. They just weren't made that way. Again, why I made this little cover. These things had a cover on them, but the cover's welded to it, so it looks pretty good, but it doesn't give you anything. It doesn't make it able to adjust more. Hopefully these do everything I need, because they're going to allow the adjustment to work even with the cover in place. So let me take this other one off. We'll take it over here to the grinder, knock all this stuff off of it, bring it back, get it moved up a little. I may have to adjust some other parts of this hinge, because I know when I put it in there with nothing in it, it didn't seem to want to go as high as if I wanted it. I thought it was going to need to. Again, these doors, you know, they're pretty good ways down. By the time they get up to here and everything is starting to align, I'm out of adjustment already. So we're going to fix that right now. Those hinges just barely fit. They are a real pain in the ass. I hate the fact that these are so small in this area, because I definitely need to take that out some. I think that's been bent up a little bit. That might be part of the reason that the spring has come off of it. I don't think that little bend is supposed to be there. So we're gonna crank down on that a little bit, kind of give it a flattening. And then I'm going to take these areas out. I'm going to try just to take off the side of it a little bit. Time to make it a little bigger. Ground that down a bit. Move that over, move that over. So see if we can get this thing. See if that door lines up just a little bit. We're going to do the lower hinge a little again as well, but for the most part, let's see what this thing looks like. So I've pushed this now as far up and out as I can get this top one. I want to take the bottom one out, give those a little bit of a waller, give the holes that these bolt through a little bit of a waller as well. Matter of fact, I think the holes in the body itself is what I'm going to waller out on this, and leave these hinges the same, because on the back side I still have to weld the nuts to this. So I will take this one out, enlarge those holes that these 3 bolts go into, and that will allow me much more movement with this hinge without having to hit the original hinge. Now if you have one of these and you want to go to this style, you can still open up the holes in the hinge and use this style and have plenty of adjustment. You don't have to take the nuts off the back side like I'm doing. So let me take this one off and see what it looks like. So open these up just a little bit. So now I've got the movement there, plus my hinge adjustment. So hopefully I can center those and I won't have to touch the hinge as far as wallering all that out a little bit. So we'll go from there. Kind of went through this door yesterday, got it close. Now again, my goal is I want to create enough adjustment in my hinges that I can move this door around. And I think I've done that. And you guys can see right now I'm pretty close to the top, pretty close here. Problem is I've got this gap, but you can also see this truck's been hit or something right here, and somebody's straightened it back up at some point. So I'm going to see if I can possibly pull that forward a bit, maybe see if I can get something hooked under it and drag it up. But I'm not bad here. Maybe a little bit of movement, but again, all this is being replaced, so I can define that when I go at it. In and out, pretty close. Might need to come out just a little bit with this door, but everything is close enough to start fabricating to it. Again, open that up. You can see this one I don't have my cover on. This one I put my cover on. I've got shims in this to open it up a little bit. I do have some adjustment both ways there. So with this shim and this adjustment, I've got movement there. Right here, I have just about taken this door as far up as I can. Now I can open this up a little bit more and give it some space if I need to, but it's pretty tight. And I've noticed that with all the hinges on these doors. Both sets I've had to do that. I've had to open those up in order to get this high enough that it lines up right here with this body line. I'm not sure. Tell me, guys, tell me down below if you've got one of these trucks. Was that body line as big a problem for you as it was for me on this truck? Because it really, neither side wants to line up. But this gives you guys kind of that understanding of, I've put this door on, all right, it's shut. Boom, look at that. So right now, I could put my latches on and this door would open and close and all that good stuff. I do have new latches for it. And it's close enough that as I start to finish my fabrication of this sheet metal here, and again, hopefully I can pull that up a little bit. Not sure how good those body lines were, even new. So how much time do you spend on them? I'm gonna spend a little bit. I want to get them at least close, you know. I want them to not look like it's got a body line you could throw a cat through. But here's the next thing is I need to work on this door because big dent, big dent. Oh, look at that. That's a little rust. Yeah, that little bit of rust and all that good stuff makes everything fun. So, but the great thing is now that it's on there and I fabricate to it, a lot of my alignment, I can fabricate in the alignment. Make it a little closer so when my final adjustments happen, we're all fine and dandy and good to go. Hopefully the next time you see it, we will have repaired the rust on this door, inner and outer, and we'll get started on the cab and the cowl. Stick around, come back and see the rest. And as always, guys, if you like what you see, hit that like, hit that notification bell, give me a comment. Tell me, you got one of these AD trucks, you just like them? How weird is it that I'm putting a all-wheel drive system under mine?